Okay, we're live on YouTube. Okay, welcome to class today. We're doing chapter 13 and chapter 14. Okay, 欢迎到美心地产学院。我们今天播放了是章子13跟14。Okay, there will be some students and agents coming in and out, so I have to open up the door for them. Okay, so don't mind the interruption. Alright, so let's look at chapter 13, Taxation of Real Estate. And a lot of times we go on, do our thing and busy, etc. And everything is being done, and everybody forget about taxes. Okay, taxes is a huge part of an investment. Okay, so remember, right? If you live in the United States, you have to pay taxes. Okay, like most countries. 我们呢，就是很多时候，right，太忙了，OK，就是做事等等的，就是忘了，OK，忘了这个付税，OK。So there's a phrase out there saying that death and taxes, right? In the United States, depending on the situation, right, you get taxed after you die. Okay, you have to pay your estate taxes. Okay, under certain conditions. OK， 在美国的话 ，OK， 就两个东西，很多人都记住 ，OK， 你死亡之后还有赋税，为什么呢？你的财产 ，OK， 有赋税的 ，right， 不管你活了还是你走了 ，OK。Okay, so let's start looking into the taxes, right? 我们看看那个税。Real property taxes. Okay, 这是不动产的税有关的。Okay, so obviously this is your property taxes on your house and your land. Okay, 房地产税的话 ，right， 不动产的税的话，它就是抽什么税呢？这是你地皮的税加上你房屋的税 ，OK，combine， OK，1 plus 2 value， OK， 你的地皮加上你房楼 ，OK，your land and your improvement, which is the house, okay. And then special property taxes. What is that? That is when you have a brand new neighborhood, right? You have your streets, right? Your lighting, right? And then your school, right? All brand new, okay? So you have to pay special taxes. They call it supplemental taxes. 这个特殊房地产税的话，就是如果你在一个新的区 ，OK， 你有新的街道啊 ，right，OK， 还有这个灯 ，OK， 然后还有学校 ，OK， 公园等等 ，OK， 都有钱的，所以他多抽这个税来付这个东西 ，OK，Typically these are 25 to 30 years. After that, no more. OK， 这种特殊的税的话，就是25年到30年 ，OK， 付完就没有了 ，OK， 所以老区的话 ，right 就没有这个税，没有特殊的税，已经付清了。And income taxes too, okay, it will affect your income tax. You could have deductions, okay, or you could have capital gains, right, from selling your house. OK， 会影响你个人这个收入的税 ，OK， 为什么呢？你可以抵税啊 ，right？ 你付房地产税，如果你买卖房子赚到钱了 ，right？ 你也要付税。And also, gift and inheritance taxes, OK， 礼物跟遗产的税 ，OK 也有付的。And also, when you buy and sell, you have regular paperwork taxes, right? They call it documentary transfer taxes. 还有城市跟 county 的转让费，还有 keep record 来记录这是几张啊等等 ，OK， 有费用的。So let's look into each one in detail. Okay, if anything you would learn today, okay, learn this word, ad valorem. 这个单词 ad valorem 的话，你们要记住 ，OK， 什么意思呢 ？Means taxed according to value. OK， 你的房屋是值多少钱，这个比例100%的比例，它就有抽税。OK， 跟着你的房子的价值来抽税。So taxes determined according to the value of the property at valorem tax. At valorem tax, okay? And are paid annually or semi-annually. Okay? 很多都是1年2次。Okay? 这个税有付的。County Assessor. Okay? He is the one who put the value, okay, on the house. He's basically an appraiser, right? Okay, the county officer who is responsible for determining the assessed valuation of land, improvement, and personal property used as a residence or in a business. Okay. If you're in business, you know they also tax you. OK， 所以呢，这个Assessor 这个 title，right， 它就是估价，基本上估价师了。OK， 你的地皮 ，OK， 你的房楼，你现财产，不管你用了在住宅还是一个公司， OK， 生意上面 ，OK， 都有付这个税。So all real property is assessed except that which is owned by the government. 政府的房产不用付税，为什么不用付税？因为他抽回来也是放回自己的户口 ，right？ 所以免了税的 ，OK， 不用多做一样事情。So they wouldn't tax their own, public building and such like that, right? So they don't want extra work. So all government properties are exempt, tax exempt. That includes city, county, state, and of course federal, right? Okay. 城市 county 州政府 right 联邦政府，所有他们的房产是免税的。Okay, all tangible personal property which is used in business is also assessed, right? Like my computer, my desk, my microwave in the office, right? They're all being taxed because we use it for business to generate income. Okay. 公司的设备啊等等 ，OK， 它的价值也是有付税的。Other personal property intangible is not assessed or taxed. 其他小的私人财产的话就不用付税。Okay, tax collector, okay, county tax collector. This person, right, a county officer who collects property taxes. Number one, they don't assess the property, okay. 他们不是估价 ，right， 他们也不是抽税的，他只是收税 ，OK， 去收这个税，因为你不付税的话，他就来拍卖你的房子。So requires the tax sales if tax are not paid. OK， 你不付税，他就是来敲门啦。OK。Alright, Proposition 13. Okay, remember 这个是一个房产税的法律。Okay, it limits the amount of property tax to a maximum of 1% from 1975. Okay. 它这个房地产税的话，就是封顶到1%，什么意思呢？就是1%开始。Okay. So there is a cumulative increase of 2% for each year since 1975. Okay. 每一年它累积2% 上去，税这部分 OK 不是价值的部分。So what does that mean? That means for every $100, let's say this year is $100, okay? Next year it's going to be 102. Okay. The third year is going to be 104 plus. Okay. Dot. Okay. 这个法律的话，这是75年开始的 ，OK， 它就是最多抽你1%，然后每年呢，它增加2%，税的部分 OK 不是价值的部分，所以你看100块，第一年 ，right， 比如说是100块，第二年的话这是102了，第三年的话 ，OK 也是 2%， 它也加2块上去，加一点点 ，OK， 就是 times 1.02. Okay, this is times 1.02. Okay, 一路 times 1.02 升上去. So always each year they just add 2%, 2%, 2%, 2%. Okay. So if the property newly constructed, right, the tax is 1%, which is whichever is higher, plus the 2% cumulative increase each year. Okay. So they will look at your sale price or your market value. Okay. And then they use that to start. 你买房子的话，就是用这个房价来开始， okay, 算这个税。Alright, real property taxes at valorem, okay, according to value. So 1%, okay, and then increase 2%. And they use all new sale, right? They use the higher of the market value or the purchase value, okay? 这是它重复一次了 ，OK？ 就是1%，你买房子之后用这个价值，然后每年增加2%。Alright, Prop 60 and 90, what does that mean? Okay, that means they will keep your tax basis. Okay, if you're over the age of 55. Okay, when you change houses, right, they give you a break. Okay, you don't have to pay more taxes. So you have to be 55, replacement home of equal or lesser value. 你换房子的，这是同以前的价值差不多，还是低于以前的房子 ？Okay, purchase within 2 years of original sales. 这是2年之内的 ，OK， 你去换房子。New home is the same county, so that's 60, or another county is 90. Okay, you have 60 and 90. 一个同一个 county 的话，这个法律就是60嘛 ，right？ 一个不同 county 的话，就是 90。Okay, property taxes become a lien when? January 1st. Always. Okay. 房产税什么时候压着你的房子来收税呢？1月1号。Okay. 这是特殊的，这个普通的概念了。Okay. 1月1号。Okay. Notice the fiscal year doesn't start until July 1st. Okay. Okay. It doesn't mean that the property tax will become a lien on July 1st. Okay. It become a lien January 1st. So that's the fiscal year. OK， 这个要记住 OK。房地产税会压到你房子上面1月1号开始，不是7月1号，7月1号它是年份开始 ，OK， 这个政府年份开始。So property tax are due, in fact, lien against the specific property. Okay, business personal property, including trade fixtures, right, also become a lien against that specific real property on the same tax bill. 生意的财产啊 ，right， 设备啊等等也是押注 ，OK， 有付税的。Okay, this is an example of a tax bill back in 2016, right? You can see a lot of things here. Okay, flood control, 淹水控制淹水的 ，OK， 10块钱。 Unified School, right? 351. 学校的351块。LA West Mosquito, okay, $10. Okay. 抽税来处理蚊子的 ，OK， 毒蚊子 ，OK， 也是这个也有税，$10。Park, right? LA City Park, 14块 ，OK， 公园14块。Emergency Trauma, 66, OK， Emergency, OK， 就是这个警察、消防员啊等等了 ，OK， 66块。So we can see there's a lot. The tax goes to pay for a lot of services, right? For the government, from the government. 很多服务了，人们的服务就是抽这个税来选这个去操作了 ，OK。So the whole tax is 3,300. 一年呢3300 ，OK， 然后半年呢1600多。So 3,300 for the year, and half of that is 1,655. Alright, so let's look at the property tax timetable. Alright. So January 1st, 1月1号 right? Property tax become a lien on the real property. Okay. 这个房税就压上你这个房子了。And then July 1st, fiscal year starts. Okay. So it goes from July 1st all the way, and then it ends June 30th. Okay, that's where it ends. Okay, so this starts July 1st, right? The September 1st is your first installment due for that year. Okay, delinquent after December 10th. So your November bill is due December 10th. Okay, 你第一张单子 ，right， 税单就11月1号开始，12月10号到期了。OK， 你超过的话就罚金了。OK， and then the second round is February 1st, and it doesn't due until April 10th. 第二期的话就是2月1号。OK， 这个不用超过4月10号。OK， 超过4月10号的话有罚金的。So there's always a trick question, right? 他考你的时候，很多人就是以为，第一期这年头嘛 ，right? Okay, but that's wrong. Okay, a lot of times people think, oh, first installment is the beginning of the year, so it must be February 1st, right? No, that's wrong. If you see this, right, there's a hint. November, right? 1/1, right? The first 1. Just say first time. First installment. Okay? 你看11月1号的话，这是111，这第一张的单子，记住就好了。Okay? And then the second one is in February. Okay? 第二张就是2月。Okay? Number 2. Okay, so first installment, second installment, February, right? So November, December, February, April. So we have a phrase, no time fooling around. So what does that mean? Don't be late. Okay， 这个意思是不是开玩笑的。Okay， 所以你晚了就付罚金。Okay. Okay, so there's a problem here, proration problem. So they saying here， 这个问题就是怎么去分配这个钱呢 ？Okay. So the transactions in May 1st， right？ 他5月1号过户的 ，right？ 这个房子，所以他涨 ，OK？ 以前的屋主呢，他配第一、第二期了，这个年份。Okay, so what does that mean? That means the seller had paid from July, okay, all the way to June of that year, right? So you're this is December, this is January, right? So May 1st is transacted, right? 他5月1号，他这个房主已经 they pay. Okay, so May 1st, right, to May 30th, okay, that's 1 month, and then June 1st to June 30th, that's 2 months. Okay, so here is where the buyer took possession. 5月1号了，买主已经买下来了 ，right？ 所以这2个月以前的房主已经付了这个税，所以他有还给这个房主2个月的税。So if for the whole year, right, the annual, okay, bill is 27, right? You divide that by 12, and then times 2 months. So then each month is 230, you times it by 2, 460. Okay. 1年2760除12乘2，2个月460。Okay, that's how they prorate taxes. And remember, okay, July 1st, 你要用7月1号开始来算。你用1月的话 ，OK， 你的答案就错了，因为5、6、7、8、9、10、11、12 ，OK， 8个月 ，OK， 他多付了8个月，就错了。They'll have the wrong answer too, right? If you use January 1st, right? The buyer owed 8 months, right? But it ends in June 30th, okay? Not December 31st. Okay, remember that. Alright, supplemental tax bill, right? Okay. This is extra thing that you have to pay for because it's new, right? 它有新的区 ，right？ 新的学校、新的街道等，有付钱的 ，okay？ Alright, homeowner property tax exemption. 自住屋的话，你有一点优惠了 ，okay？ So you get $7,000 off your tax bill, your valuation, okay? Value, okay? Not the tax, okay? So 1% of 7,000 is what? $70. Okay, you can get a free dinner, right? 它免税免7000块，什么意思呢？7000块的价值 ，OK， 不是税，所以1% 你要付嘛 ，right？ 所以70块，它免了70块这个税，这个是很好的一个晚餐了 ，OK。Alright, all personal property is exempt from property taxes. 私人财产就不是不动产的税 ，OK。Property must be owner's principal residence on March 1st. Okay, if you want to get that $70 for that year, you have to move in by March 1st. Okay, 这个年你拿到70块的话，你必须要3月1号之前住了在这个房子里面。Homeowner must file for this between January 1st and April 15th to get the full exemption. Okay, 时间段去领这个申请这个的，就是1月1号到4月15号。Okay, you just do it once. Okay, you get exam every year, but the first time you file, you have to file between this period. Okay, if you do it after April 15th, then it goes effective next year. 你过了15号的话，就是这年免不了了 ，right？ 这明年了 ，OK。Alright, other things, right? Percentage of household income on the first 8,500 valuation, okay? Is for renters. Okay? 你租房子也有这个免税。Okay. Any resident 62 or older with household income of less than 12,000. Okay. 你62岁老人家 ，right？ 你收入小于12000的话 ，OK， 你多点点 ，OK。So this amounts to what? 1%, $85. A little bit more than $70. Okay, $15 more. So also, if you're under 62, but you need to be totally disabled, 因为你小于62岁的话，你有全部残废就可以有这个福利。Must own and occupy the home. 他是屋主，然后他是寄住屋的。A similar program provide rebate to renters. 租客也有另外一种 program 跟这个差不多，也是给老人家的。This is for seniors. Okay. Alright, disable and senior citizen property tax postponement. Okay, postponement. That means they don't have to pay now, but they have to pay later. Okay, 62 less than 24,000. Okay, 这个引起这个税 ，OK， 你必须有62岁以上，收入低于24000。Okay, a lien is placed on the property for the amounts the state has to pay. Okay, 它还压着你这个房子的这个税。So when they move, right, or when they die, they have to pay that tax. Okay, the state gains title to the home if the person dies. Okay, 如果他搬走还是死 ，right， 他要付这个税。如果他死了 ，right， 州政府会没收这个房子。Alright, veterans exemption. Okay, so they have an extra $4,000. So that's what, $40. 军人的话，他多40块。So for California resident who serve in the military during wartime, okay， 就是加州人们他当个兵的 可以享受这个。他另外的配偶，如果他死了的话 ，OK， widow mother of deceased brethren， 对 ，also 他妈妈也是有这个享受的 ，OK。Pensioned father or mother of deceased brethren 也可以享受。Okay. Limited to property access under 5,000。它有这个额度的 ，OK。然后呢，他们的家人父母了 ，right？有一些情况他也可以享受这个，这不多了，这40块，only $40. Alright, tax exempt property. So all, right? Federal 联邦政府的 ，State 州政府的 ，County 政府的 ，City 城市政府的，所有的房产 ，OK。The federal government owns 45% of California land. OK， 加州的地皮 ，right， 45% 都是联邦政府的。Who else don't pay? Religious 教会 ，charitable 慈善的 ，medical 医疗 ，and 学校的 ，OK， non-profit 不赚钱的，不是普通生意了 ，OK， 就不用付税。50% of all growing crops, right？ 就是有果树啊 ，right？ 木材啊，加上葡萄，都免一半的税。So 50% of all growing crops, young orchid trees, immature timber, and young grapevines, you get 50% off. Alright, property tax appeal. OK， 上诉，这是讲我不同意这个税。OK， A claim that property has been unfairly assessed. Who do you talk to? County Board of Equalization, the Property Tax Appeal Board. Okay, they will consider it, right? They could reduce it or they could increase it or set a new assessment. Right? Property tax appeal should be made between this window. July 1st, right? Start of the fiscal year, a month and a half, 2 months. Okay, roughly about 2 months. 你上诉的时候只有这个时间段 ，OK？ 7月2号到8月26号。OK， Hello， OK， 你可不可以等一等？我们10点钟，这10点钟另外的学生我一起开门，好吧？我不用跑2趟，不好意思 ，OK， 拜拜。Okay, so we're gonna take a break at 10 o'clock. Okay, so we have agent and student coming. All right, so for the tax appeal, right? One word on that. Get an idea of how much your house was worth before you appeal. Okay, 你又知道你的房屋值多少钱 ，OK， 比较一下，然后就去上诉。Why? Sometimes one forget, right? An owner, right? They fix up the place, everything, right? They put a new kitchen, they put swimming pool, they put a lot of improvement on a property. 1 second. Hello? Hey Daniel, are you here? how about 11? Because because I have a class. So when you're here, call me, okay? Thank you. Bye. Okay, so you don't think it's worth that much, but when the assessor comes, right? They're gonna tally up all your land and improvement, and they may increase your taxes rather than reduce it. Okay，什么意思呢？就是你要小心一点。你上诉之前呢，你看看你有没有加很多东西在你房子，比如说你装修的厨房啊，来铺地啊，来弄很多东西加上一个后院用池等等，他一来看，哦，你的价值更高了，所以呢，不单止不减你的税，他还提高你的税，这个要注意 ，OK？ Alright, delinquent tax sale, okay? How do they collect tax if you don't pay? Okay, 如果他收不了税的话，他怎么去处理呢？ Okay, so the tax collector, they publish a blacklist, right? Delinquent property. Notice to intend to sell by June 8th. Notice the fiscal year ends in June 30th, right? So they have to clear the books, right? And then the owner then have 5 years of redemption period, right? 他等他5年去付这个税。Property may be redeemed by anyone. 什么人都可以帮你付这个税金的 ，okay? And you have to pay what? The taxes, interest, cost, and redemption penalty. Okay? 他说不管谁付 ，OK？ 什么人都可以帮你去付，但是又付什么东西，你又补回来的税、利息 ，OK？ 用费加上了罚金都有付。And then they will give you a certificate of redemption. Okay? 他给你一个收据，叫 certificate of redemption. 你赎回来了 ，OK 这个房子。Alright, let's look at the timeline. Okay, so June 8th delinquent tax list published after no payment for 1 year. Okay, 你没有交税1年了，你就上这个黑名单了。So what does that mean? That means 1 year have lapsed, right? Okay, no tax. And then June 30th, right? Property sold to the state. 他已经没收你的房子了，30号。Only on paper. 纸张上面这个房子这是州政府的了。Okay, and then you have 5 years, 5-year redemption period, right? Unredeemed property deeded to the state. 你不赎房子，5年这个时间没有不赎的房子的话，这个房子是属于州政府的了。County collector publish notice intent to sell. 他们拍卖你的房子。Public auctions, tax sales for cash. 这拍卖你的房子。Whoever buys this property, they get a tax deed issue. Okay, 这个房产证从税局出来的，给他。 Okay. Alright, so everybody understand, right? So actually, right, you have a total of 6 years. Okay, don't push your luck though, right? You have to pay sometime, okay? And typically penalties is 10% plus cost and everything else, right? You don't want to do that. Just pay on time and you have no problem. Okay, so total 6 years，总共是6年了，right？从你一年不交税的话，你有5年去还，去赎房子回来。Alright, sell to the public. Delinquent property sold by the county tax collector. Property sold to other taxing agency or to highest bidder for cash. Purchaser receive a tax deed. OK， 刚才我们说了，他拍卖你的房子，给拿回来最高的价位，然后买主就是有这个税的产权证。Alright, special assessment tax， 这个特殊的税 is levied by the city or by the voters themselves. Cost of specific local improvements such as streets, sewer, irrigation, drainage to be assessed by the properties which benefit from them. OK， 这种特殊的税 ，right， 就是城市还是只是屋主自己去标这个税出来的 ，OK， 因为它有新的街道、蓄水度道，排水的等等，有用上嘛，right， 所以他们愿意付这个税。Alright, Street Improvement Act of 1911，OK， 1911年的话，它有一个法律，就是怎么处理这些街道，right，排水环啊等等的 ，OK， 又付钱呢 ，OK。So, however, they cannot use the act to purchase land for subdividing. OK， 分割地皮的话，这个不搭嘎的，跟这个法律 ，OK。Alright, Melrose Community. Okay, so if the city doesn't pay for it, right, then they use municipal bond to fund it. Okay, this municipal bonds, they call it Melrose. Same thing for streets, sewer, and other infrastructure like parks, schools, right, needs before a housing development is built. 就是开发费嘛 ，OK。Alright, documentary transfer tax. OK， 这个是转让纸张的费用。OK, so it's very little. OK, it's rate is 55 cents for $500. OK, so 每500块它抽55 cents. OK, so give an example. OK, $200,000 home. OK, divided by 500 times 0.55. $200. 220. OK, 大概220万的房子。OK， 所以你就取3個零下來就 OK 了，除1000左右。OK， so for $500,000 home, right? 550, something like that. OK， 如果50万的房子的话，550塊了。Alright, city transfer tax. They collect $4 per 1,000. Okay, each city is different. Okay, 每个城市也不一样。OK， 抽这个税。Okay, so if it's 500,000, 500 times $4.50. Okay, That's quite hefty, right? 2K plus. So that's city transfer tax. That's for City of Los Angeles. This is洛杉矶 ，OK。Gift and estate taxes, OK， 礼物跟那个遗产的税。Federal gift tax, right? So I think the limit is 20,000 right now. Okay. They up it each every year. Okay. Annual exemption per donee. Okay. Donor. The person or person giving the property as a gift. Alright, they have a limit, but the donee, right? They don't have any limit. Any and everybody could give them, they could receive. Okay. Donee is the person receiving the gift of the property. So there's charge on gifts exceeding 14,000. Okay, so that's on a donor. Okay, the tax is on a donor. If it's more than 14,000. Okay. 如果这个给礼物的人超过这个数值的话，他就是有付这个税，他不可以免这个额度。Okay, so 1 second. Hello， 你到了？哦 ，OK， 好，我插去这个 agent 上面有 agent 也是等了 ，OK， 拜拜。Okay, so let me see where we are. We're at half. Okay, so let's take a 10-minute break. Okay, so let's break till 10:10, and we'll do the same here. Break till 10:10. I need to go downstairs and open the door for agent and the student. Okay, I'll be right back. 你可以用那个法服，然后你呢就可以用这边。我给你这个。 Okay, 10:10, we're back. Okay, so let's continue. 我们是到点了就开始。Okay, federal estate taxes. Remember in the beginning, we told that death and taxes, right? Tax return must be filed for the estate of every deceased residents. OK， 他讲死亡的人 ，OK， 他的财产 ，OK， whose gross estate exceeds 4.9 mil in value at the day of death。如果超过490万的话 ，right， 都有报税上去，抽税 ，OK。很多人不 qualify，right， 那是500万的 value，OK。很多人的房子没有500万，财产等等 ，OK。So that knocks out at least 80% of the people。所以，他看你房产财产超过490万的话，他有你付税。Okay, there are no California state inheritance or gift tax. Okay， 加州没有礼物税跟那个遗产税。Okay， so that's good. State and federal income taxes. So let's talk about income tax. Okay， 你个人的收入的税。Okay， 我们讲讲。California has both state and federal income taxes, which rank us among the most taxed people in the United States. Huh? Okay, 1 second. Okay, so sorry about the interruption. California has both state and federal income taxes, right? 加州有两个的税，一个州政府，一个联邦政府的税。So it's among the most taxed people in the United States. Okay, 加州这个税很重的。Okay. The state does not tax Social Security benefit, right? 这个 state has no capital gains. OK， 所以但是联邦政府有 OK， 这个你赚到钱也是要付税，这个联邦政府的。State does not allow tax break for IRA. OK， State does not tax lottery winnings. 你这种乐桃，它也不 tax 你，但是联邦政府会 tax 你。所以两方都有了，所以很多都漏不了。OK， 它是 tax 你的。Okay, taxes on personal residence. This is personal residence. Okay， 寄住物了。Okay， basic income tax incentive for real estate investors. Okay, you get the tax deduction on interest. Okay, sale of your residence. You could do 1031 exchanges, installment sales, and depreciation. Okay， 各方面它有帮你省这个税，还是引起这个税。Okay， 我们讲一讲。Okay， right, deduction of interest, right? So you could, when you buy these homes, right, you may finance up to 1 million with all interest paid out during the year. Okay， 你的利息 ，OK， 到100万哦，这个 loan，OK 可以抵出来。其他的话，小的 loan 就是10万块。So if you have a $2 million loan, no good, right? $1 million. So if your interest is 100K, let's say, okay, it's not the real number, then your $2 million is 200K, right? They only allow you up to $1 million, 100K, for the interest to be deducted. Okay， 所以你贷款200万的利息是，譬如说是20万 ，OK， 他不给你抵出来 ，OK， 他是给你抵出来100万的利息 only， so 只有10万块可以抵出来。譬如说这是这个利息的额度了 ，OK， 就没有这么高了 ，OK， 10%，OK。Alright, deduction of property taxes. Okay, you could deduct your first and second home. What's considered second home? Okay, it has to be greater than 50 miles. Okay. 房地产税的话，你可以你第一栋、第二栋房子 ，OK， 第二栋房子必须要超过50英里的距离。Okay, 1 and 2. Okay, you cannot buy a home across the street and say that that's your second home. 你不可以在对面的街道买一个房子，讲，这个是我第二栋房子，要50英里的距离。Okay. Deduction of the prepayment penalty. 罚金了 ，OK， 银行你找付清的 payment， right， 他罚你，这个额度你可以抵税的。These are tax deductible. Who did they tax? They tax the bank, right? Because they make the money. 他的这个税它不是免哦 ，OK？ 谁赚那个钱嘛？银行嘛 ，right？ 所以银行去付这个税，你呢，它可以免的 ，OK？ Sale of your residence. 你卖你的房子 ，okay? So if a person sells a residence at a profit but buys a more, okay, but right, buys a more expensive residence within 2 years, before or after, no income tax is owed on the gain at that time. Okay, so 这个不是免税，这是引起，这是免税的，它免了这个额度 ，right？ 这个时间段，但是你2年之内要买另外一栋房子 ，okay? No capital gains tax on first $250,000 or $500,000 if married of the profit of the sale of a home. Must, right, buy another residence to avoid taxes. Can only be used every 2 years. Okay, so that made absolutely clear. Okay, this is not to say that you don't get any tax break. It is a tax break. Okay, but you could do it every 2 years. So if it's perfect, right? Perfect. Each house that you buy for 2 years, you get a maximum of $500,000. Then you make out, right? So you get $500,000 of tax-free capital gains, but then you have to buy another home, more expensive home, right? So that money is going back into the home. So Uncle Sam say that, well, you investing it back, so we don't tax you. That's the whole idea, okay？ 这个意思就是，如果真的怎么运气好的话，你每2年可以换一栋房子 ，OK， 也赚到这个50万 ，OK。但是你看他的要求是2年之内，你要买一栋更贵的房子，所以你赚回来这个50万你就丢回去了，所以他就讲 ，OK， 你丢回去的话，我就免你的税了，是这样子 ，OK。因为你不买的话，他就会收你这个税。看他有没有时间去弄这个东西了，他有记录的等等，OK， 所以跑不掉的。Okay. Alright, I'm gonna help an agent to scan something, okay? So don't mind me. So take a mini break for about 2 minutes, okay? Okay. 不用过来。Sorry. Okay, bear with me 1 more minute. Okay. Yeah. Alright, so sorry for the interruption. We'll go back to here, okay? So again, right, every 2 years you could do the, buy another home. One second, okay? Okay, today we got lots of interruptions. Sorry about that. Okay, so um, the most important thing here is that you have to buy, right, a more expensive residence within 2 years. OK， 必须要买一个更贵的房子2年之内。OK， 这是这个法律。OK。Okay, taxes for income producing properties. OK， 投资房的话就混送很多了。OK， mortgage interest on loans, no maximum. It could be 10 million, right? Okay. For your own home, 1 million. Okay. So in here, no maximum. All interest. Okay. 所有的利息你可以抵税的。OK， 投资房。And obviously all the property taxes, right? 所有的房地产税。Prepayment penalties. Okay. Operating expenses. 所有的费用。And also, they give you a bonus. Depreciation of the improvement. Like, painting, right? Getting a new roof, fixing the roof, putting up a fence. You have to repaint it with the fence or redo the fence, right? All these are depreciation on the entire improvement. Okay. Some of them they use 31 years, some of them they use 22 years, depending on the accounting method. Okay. 涨旧这部分的话 ，OK 也可以抵出来的。But the caveat for that is that when you sell the home, all the depreciation taxes that you save, you have to give it back. OK， 涨旧这部分你抵税的话 ，right？ 你卖房的时候你又给回来的 ，OK， 不是免费的，它是先帮你去多赚点钱，后面的话你赚够了 ，right？ 然后呢，你就退到这个钱 ，OK。Alright, so depreciation of the business property, right? Wear, tear, and obsolescence, okay? It does not apply to personal residence, 记住没有的 okay? Depreciation is deducted only from the cost of the building and improvement, not the land, okay? 地皮不可以涨旧的 Taxes will probably have to be paid on this deduction when property is sold. Okay. 有付税的 ，right？ 你卖掉房子 ，pay on the deduction. Okay, so whatever that you deduct, right? You got some tax benefit before, now you have to pay the taxes. Now you pay, okay? So they delayed it. Alright, advantages of sell leaseback. So what's the idea of selling it and then leasing it back? It's to pay less tax, right? So let's say you sell the office building for 10 mil, right? Then you lease it back for 5 years. You rent it back. 1 second. Start Max map here. Jenny. Oh, okay. You probably want to call Michael Yang. I'll text you his number on Graphite, right? Okay, got it. Okay, I'll text you a number to call. Okay, thank you. Okay, sorry about that interruption. Okay, so they rent back for 5 years, right? And assuming the rent uh, is big, right? So let's say the rent is about for the whole year, right? $1 million per year. Okay, times 5. So basically, when they lease it back, right? They this is 5 mil, right? Times 5 equal 5 mil. So IRS look at this as, hey, you pay back, right, the $5 million to the buyer as rent. So you only made $5 million. So you pay tax on the 5 mil. Okay, let's say this is the gain that you have. OK， 所以一个你卖一栋那个办公楼来是1000万的，你赚到1000万 ，OK， 但是你回租5年，你说每年是100万的租金 ，OK， 乘了5，来这是500万，所以你可以减掉500万，然后你付税只有付这个500万。OK， 这是 sell and lease back。OK， the purpose of doing that is obviously to reduce your taxes。OK， 这是减税了。OK， okay, sell of the property, capital gains, right? And then you have capital loss, right? Doesn't mean that every house that you or building that you sell, you make a profit, right? Sometimes you lose also. Okay. 这个卖房子 ，right？ 不一定你有赚到钱 ，OK？ 有时候你亏钱的 ，OK？ Federal income tax rates, okay? It's called progressive taxes. Okay? The more you make, the more you pay. OK， 这个单词叫 progressive taxes。OK， 你多赚，你越赚得多，你的税越重。OK， marginal tax rate goes up in steps. Okay, so when you make to this level, okay, you bump up to the next level. Alright. Regressive tax is that it doesn't matter what it is, it's the same. So sales tax is an example of regressive tax. 这个单词就是这个比例100%的比例 ，OK， 就是 all across，right， 平等的 ，OK， 不管它是便宜还是贵 ，OK。Right now, Los Angeles is what, 8.25%. Some city has gone to 11%. Sales tax, crazy. Okay. They started off way back with what, 1%, 2%, 5%. Now it's at these rates. They're spending too much. Alright, accounting for the sale of the real estate. So how do you determine the profit or loss, right? So let's see what IRS tells us how to do it, okay? 这个国税局教我们怎么去算这个盈亏。Here's an example. 这个例子 ，cost basis, you buy it for 500,000, okay? 你买回来这个房楼是50万 ，and you add improvement, 你装修加了20万进去，所以你花了70万。They allow you to depreciate, right? 涨价这部分呢给你了 ，OK， 给你抵税。Adjusted cost basis, right? 所以你花了这个钱。OK， 这个又退回给他了 ，right？ 所以他减出来，不是加上去 ，OK？ 这个又减回来，因为你这个已经用过了 ，right？ 抵过税的，你又退回给他 ，OK？Sell price, this is the deduction that you made before, so you have to give it back. Okay? You sold it for $1 million. Okay? 你卖了100万。Your sales expenses, right? Commission, closing costs, whatever, right? So this is how much you sold it for, net. Okay. So then you also minus this adjusted base costs. So your gain, right? 你这样子算的话，你就赚29万7。Okay. This is the caveat, right? Okay. 你本来是70万的东西 ，right？ 你就这边的多的这个 ，OK， 应该是26万左右 ，OK。但是它有加这个上去，因为29万7了。Okay, so you give back the appreciation. Alright, installment, sales, and exchanges. Extend the sale payment on a property over more than one calendar year, right? You could say this cost me 3 million, right? So this is 2020, 2021. So over here, right toward the end of the year, I buy your building for 1.5, and then this year I give you 1.5 mil. Okay. So I have two tax here, 1 and 2. Right. So your tax is going to be less. It's not on the 3 million. Okay, it's 1.5, 1.5. Gains do not fall in a one tax year. This could keep the personal tax rate lower. OK， 所以税的方面的话，它的减一半呢 ，right？ 这个额度，因为你越赚多钱，它的比例越高 ，OK？ 所以这样就来省那个税。OK， 分开2年来赚这个钱 ，OK？ Alright, exchanges tax defer, right? This is 1031 exchanges. Okay. So if you trade 1 for 1, no capital gains will be charged. Right? Any boots, 这个盈利了 okay? You have to pay tax. It's taxable. Okay. So when you go 1031 exchange, you need to use a special company, exchange company. Okay. They act like an escrow, right? You don't touch the money, right? They report it to the IRS what has transpired, and then you don't get taxed because you don't touch the money. No money go into your pocket. But if there's money going into your pocket after the exchange, that means you buy something less, then you will get taxed on the proceeds that they call the boot. 一个有盈利的话，你没有换一套比较贵的嘛 ，right？ 你换一套比较便宜的，所以你多出来这个钱就赚到了。这个叫 boot B-O-O-T， 这一部分你有付税 ，OK？Okay, we are now tax collectors. What do they mean by that? Okay. So this is for foreign national. Okay. Right now it's not 10%, it's 15%.
问一下，那个3天的 moving off notice 在哪里找？
不可以做。
但是我要给他呀。
你不可以给。
不可以做也可以。
对，你要找这个律师，找这个 Barry， 打电话。等一下 ，OK。Okay, FYI, if you have tried to collect rent from a tenant, right now you cannot even give a 3-day notice, okay? Until the end of August, okay? But I would advise retain a eviction lawyer, okay? 你要请个律师来帮你去收房租了 ，OK？ 如果你不懂法律的话，不用乱来了 ，OK？ 他反告你就更麻烦了 ，OK？ Okay, so let's get back to this topic. Okay, 15%. That's on a federal, right? And then on a state, right? You have 3.3. So total 18.3%. Okay, pretty hefty. And they send it directly to IRS. No questions asked, okay? There are some ways to, you know, if it's owner occupied, then it'll be 10%. Rental 15%, okay? 寄出屋的话，它可能减少一点 10%, okay? And residential property under $300,000 is exempt. Okay, 小于30万的话就免了这个税 okay? If it's 300,000, they still take out this percentage, okay? They hold it until you file taxes. 这不表示你有付 18.3%, okay? 他把它 hold 住。然后你报税的时候，他就知道，哎，你真的欠他5% 啊，10% 啊等等，不知道，哎，你报税的时候就知道。 Okay, state tax collection requirement and exemptions. Okay, state is again 3.3%. Okay, and if the sale price is less than 100,000, then it's exempt. OK，州政府的话，它扣你3.3%。OK，一个房屋小于10万块的话，它就免那个税，免那个扣楼这个税。OK，税还是要付的。OK，它是不扣你，不先扣你。Alright, other taxes paid by brokers. Okay. State income tax, right? Business license. Everybody have, if you're in business, you're doing business in the city, you have to pay the permit, right? The business license. So it's a form of tax. So it's about $100 and up. 大概100块以上 ，OK？ 你在这个城市做生意的话 ，right？ 他给你这个 license 牌照来做生意，这是一种税了 ，OK？Other city taxes may also include employee payroll taxes. OK， 城市有时候它会多加点税的。Okay, so we finished with the chapter on taxes, which is very very long. Okay, it's 60 slides. Okay, 57. All right, so we're gonna take a break until 11 o'clock. Okay, 12-minute break, and we're gonna talk about how to get your license. Okay， 我们休息大概10分钟，然后讲怎么去拿你的 license. Okay, so we break till 11 a.m.
有的那个合格，他不是没钱，他不是生病没工作没钱，他就是不愿意没有卖房子了。他让自己信任老板，然后现在卖房就出问题。
那不可以找人家走吗？
他不是想这个东西。那我就给他开1,000多这个房子。
那你
那这样我还是要给他一个不要他走的话，我也不可能给他走。那3千多是在哪里找？我都没看到。
他会到不给你，他切掉了。
撤掉了。他只有一个那个窗口，那什么要旧的？
不用多说了。那我办法哎。房子可以管到。
他不是生病，他要告我，他不是生病，他要失去工作，他有工作呀，他也没有失去工作。
现在疫情这个情况不可以讲了。不过你的很多房东的查这个。
但是这条也不能给呀，还是让他自己走，他给都不能给。
所以他切掉你做不上。
找到。
保护我们的利益。所以你要真的让他走的话，这个时候你的利息不是很高。
但肯定是要等，那你不给他 notice， 你肯定是等的。
不一样，你不是跟着法律讲的。不可以打的，每个人都做到，他做到的话，那不为什么拿不走？现在谁有什么你拿不走他吗？来，你就威胁我，大家都没有这个 notice，你干嘛给我 notice？你不知道现在很多利息吗？你威胁我走嘛？我现在告你，我有压力
现在就是说，有些人之间的这个简单点可以看到没有广告。
对，他保护你，不给你用。反正不知道他用了。
好吗？
怎么样 ？OK 吗？我不知道你。对，有买。还有我给你一个类很多的。但是你要习惯，要考试的时候。然后还有我们有个网址可以做。你把这网址你发给我，你把所有东西都发给我，然后我这两个交给你。对，我又给你个表，然后那个表拿去我。那什么时候会产生？你交那个，你交那个 Okay. I'm just going to do a printing of a license app at the same time you can see, okay? 对，你填完表，然后什么，我去抄东西，然后帮你记下来。对，你抄那种就可以。对，他会给你一个拿什么的法，这个也拿什么的。Okay, sorry, we'll run a little bit over. Alright, so let's go to chapter 14. This is Licensing Education Association, okay? This is telling you how to get your real estate license. 这个章子的话，就告诉你怎么去拿到你这个房地产那个业教 ，OK？ 我们看看。Okay, California Bureau of Real Estate, okay? They changed this name about 5 years ago. Now, they want to change it back. It's called Department of Real Estate. Okay? And it's called DRE. Okay? Because initially they're gonna use BRE, but another name conflict, right? Name conflict. They use California, but CalBRE is too long, right? So now they're back to Department of Real Estate. Okay, you can see the forms. Okay. Okay, so who is this department? It's the state regulatory agency for real estate in California. 这个部门呢，就是专门管住加州房地产的法律跟这个牌照。Okay, the purpose is to protect the public， 是保护这个消费者，对，是保护观众。他给你 issue license and then enforcing the law， okay？ 发这个这个 license 加上了他管住这个房产法律。Okay, so who's in control? Okay, it's called the Real Estate Commissioner, and it's appointed by the governor. Hello? Okay, you here? Oh, you're not downstairs. Oh, okay. Yeah, call me when you're here. I'll go downstairs. Okay. Thanks. Bye. Yeah. Okay. Later on, we're gonna have another interruption. Okay. So sorry about that. Okay. So this governor appoints the real estate commissioner. Okay, to do the job. I think it's every 4 years or every 6 years. Okay. 每4年还是6年 ，OK， 他指挥一个新的 commissioner，OK， 去做这个工作，来管住这个部门。OK， real estate license requirement，OK， 他要求什么东西就可以拿到这个牌照。A license is required of anyone involved in real estate transaction at the service of another， 这是代表这个主人 and in expectation of receiving a commission， OK， 你帮他给他服务就有佣金 ，OK， broker or salesperson the same。 Okay, you have two licenses. One for the sales, another license, broker. Okay, a third one, company. Okay， 有3种 license， 一个就是 salesperson， 一个是经纪人 broker， 公司也有需要 license。Okay, who must have a license？ 谁需要这个 license 呢？一个你买卖房产 ，okay, buy and sell， okay, any real estate. You get listing, okay， 就是要求屋主去卖房子 ，okay， 讨价还价 ，right， or exchange, right, purchase, sell or exchange, or business opportunities, okay， 可以买卖生意的，我们这个 license， okay。Lease, rent, collect rents, negotiate, sell, purchase or exchanges of leases. Okay， 租房子、收房租 ，okay， 然后召唤这个租约这方面都要 license。Also, right, leases on land owned by state or the federal government. Okay， 州政府、联邦政府的地皮租约也是要 license。Negotiate loan, collect payment, perform services by borrower and lender. Okay, you need another license for this to do loans. You need another MLO license. Okay. Before 08, you don't need it. Okay. 08年之前呢，你不需要 MLO license， 没有 MLO license， right？ 你有房地产 license 就可以做 loan 的。Okay. Very serious, okay, on this. Anyone found to be involved with such action without a license may be guilty of breaking the real estate law, under which stiff penalties can be imposed. Okay， 因为你做房产这些服务 ，OK， 没有 license 的 ，OK， 人家找到你就很大的麻烦 ，OK， 他有很重的罚金跟坐牢的 ，OK， so 5 years in jail plus $250,000 fine. OK， 5年坐牢，还会加25万的罚金。Okay. Alright, when a license is not required, okay? 什么情况你不需要这个 license 呢？ Employee of lending institution, right? 你帮银行打工的 ，right? 银行的 license 可以用上 ，OK？ 他的员工不需要，但是很多银行现在都推广他们的员工去拿 license 了 ，OK？ Lender making federal insure or guarantee loan， OK？ 银行就是做联邦政府担保的贷款。Certain agricultural association， 农业的会 ，OK？ licensed personal property broker 就是卖现财产的经纪人。Cemetery authorities 买墓地的。Yeah, that they don't really consider that to be real estate, right? So, even though it involves land, okay? Collectors of loan made on real estate, okay? 这是受债户的 ，okay? Certain clerical help, okay? 这是助理 ，okay? 他是不做房产的部分的，就是价位啊等等 ，OK？ 不参与 ，OK， 他就帮人家开门啊，做 paperwork 等等，OK，copying things like that，OK，stapling。Okay, a person who is not a real estate person or broker. Okay. May solicit the sale according to section of the law, right? As long as he or she is what? The owner, right? If you're the owner, you don't need a license to sell your own home, right? 你是屋主的话，你不需要 license 去卖你的房子 ，okay? Or you're holder of power of attorney for the owner. 委托者 ，OK， 委托书，有委托书的话也不需要，因为基本上你就是 owner 嘛 ，OK。An attorney, okay, their bar license, they could do real estate, okay. They don't need another real estate license. 一个是律师的话，他的牌照就可以做房产了，他不需要另外拿一个房产的牌照。A receiver or court appointee, okay， 法庭指挥你做事的人 ，OK 也不需要。A trustee 操作人 ，OK， 帮银行拍卖的也不需要牌照。Okay, how do you get a 4-year license? Okay, the license is good for 4 years. 我们这个经纪房产经纪的 license 的话，这是4年的。Okay, you must be 18. Okay, 18岁以上。Proof of legal presence in the United States, no more. Okay, you only need to have SS number and be able to work. Okay, a valid employment, right? Social card for employment. 以前呢，他是要你是绿卡还是公民的，现在不需要，你有社会安全套，你可以打工就 OK 了。You must be honest and truthful, right? 不是没有诈骗行为的 ，OK， 就是诚真去帮人家 ，OK。Successful completion of the following college level. 3门课 ，right? 1, 2, 3. We do principal, practice, and we do finance. Some schools they do law. Okay, 我们学校做基本的课程，怎么去操作课程，然后怎么去贷款。有些学校它做法律这方面，但是我们认为你又知道怎么去贷款是比较重要 ，OK。法律这方面的话，就 cover in principle anyway. Okay. Okay, so we pick real estate finance as a elective. Okay, some they use legal aspect of law. Okay. Not this one. This one. Okay, legal aspect of real estate. So, our school we use this. Okay. 我们学校用那个贷款课 ，OK， 不是用那个法律的 ，OK。Alright, so BRE and electronic exam. Before it's on paper, right? 以前用纸张、铅笔来考试，现在全部是电脑化了。Okay, so you're gonna have a desk, and of course a chair. Okay, and there's nothing on the table. This is a blank desk. It's glass. Okay, 这个玻璃桌 Okay. Inside the desk, there's a screen. Okay, and then the drawer, they have a keyboard. They only give you a mouse, and you put your ID card here. Okay, so you see the screen, and then you have your keyboard, and then your mouse, and they may give you a writing pad, okay, a whiteboard. Okay, and then you take your test. Okay, don't lose this mouse. It's gonna cost you $100. Okay, don't break it either. Okay, 所以呢，你考试这个顺序，你有一个桌子 ，OK， 普通 size 桌子，是玻璃的，什么都没有，空的 ，OK， 空白的。你放你这个 ID 在这个找招 ，OK， 它会给你一个无线的鼠标 ，OK， 不用丢了 ，OK， 丢了你又赔100块。然后桌子上面这个玻璃上面有这个电脑的荧幕，跟你这个键盘，这个是座位 ，OK， 然后你就可以考试了 ，OK， 然后他可能给你一个白板，小小的白板去写字 ，OK， 是这样就来考试的。
我看了一下，他说就是那个对方的背景的弄office打电话来说，这个不可以写成 duplex， 要写成 single family。
对啊。
我在哪改？
等一下我帮你改 ，OK。你这个 description 你就改一改嘛。你 description 姓名不是 duplex 就好了。啊，我知道，我就帮你去改。
对啊。
等一下嘛。Okay, so 4-year salesperson license, right? You have to complete the 3 courses, right? Principal, practice, and finance, right? Elective. Okay. 你又有3门课的 certificate, right? 基本的房地产基本的课，怎么去操作 ，right？ 加上怎么去做贷款 ，OK？ 3门课的话 ，you have to pass the exam， 又考试 ，so 考试的话150题，你有40分 ，okay？ You have to pass this 150 questions exam, okay? With 70%. You get 3 hours and 15 minutes. Okay, and then pay the necessary fee. Okay, talk about fees. Okay, the 4-year license is $245. Okay, it's good for 4 years. Okay, you have your examination fee. Hey Daniel. Okay, I'll be there in 2 minutes. Okay. All right, thanks. Okay, so and then you have your fingerprint, right? That's modern. Fingerprint, okay? And that's all the things that you do, okay? And then obviously you have to pay for lunch, you know, on the testing day, right? Etc. Right? So altogether, right, it's about $370. And each time you retake the test, you pay $60. OK， 这个费用是4年的 license 是245块，考试费60块，打纸模费65块，总共340块，拿到第一张 license。OK， 我要去开个门 ，OK， 然后我们休息5分钟 ，we'll take a 5-minute break，OK，so we'll break till 11:30. OK， 我要去楼下拿房租 ，OK。这个我上完课告诉你吧，好吧？你这个笔记不好改吗？那我就走了。可以的。我今天是不是有空？ 对。
我已经好了，那我麻烦你帮我解决一下。还有我，你那个 new email，所以我就写在里面。我想要，因为我现在的 email 好多和推热的新的 email 还没写上去。推热的这个可以吗？我写 retail。这个应该无所谓哦。
应该 OK。
应该 OK 吗？因为我这样才知道我所有东西是 retail 的。还有那个，对，就是我等一下写上去，我才刚刚回来的。因为不想放在我现在的 email 里面太多太多了。
对，这个都是写完之后你。
然后我去那个兵哥，他是让我去按指纹是吗？
对，
它上面不是写49块吗？那边要我，比如说要。哦，65。我不知道，大概65。那我把这个点。然后你说你会。哦。
Okay, I am back. Sorry about that. Alright, so let's continue. Okay, so the total cost is about $370. OK， 所有的费用拿到这个牌照的话，大概是370块左右了。OK， 245块牌照，60块考试，65块打字模。OK， $245 for the 4-year license, $60 for the exam fee, and $65 for fingerprint. Alright, salesperson examination, right? You have 150 questions, right? 150题。You have to pass 70%, okay? 要过了70%, okay? 3 hours and 15 minutes, 3个钟头15分钟。Okay? So, it does not include bathroom time. Okay, so whatever that you do, go to bathroom first. Number 1, number 2, just do it before the test. Okay, do not do it during the test. Okay, you're gonna waste 15 minutes. Okay, if you do it during the test. Okay. 考试的话，它只有3个钟头15分钟给你。OK， 所以你去厕所1号、2号，就是之前做完之后就来考试。中途你做的话，来最起码15分钟浪费掉。OK， 所以3个钟头15分钟。Okay, so non-refundable fee is $60. Okay, calculator available on the computer on screen, right? 计算机的话 ，right， 它不会给你的 ，OK。以前有 ，OK， 但是现在没有了，就是所有在电脑里面 ，OK。Examinee must present picture ID，right， 这个 ID 卡 ，and the printed test date notice。Okay, 2 things you need to bring with you. Okay, the exam ticket. Okay, which is this? The notice, right? Okay, before it's a notice, now it's a ticket, okay? And then your parking permit. Okay, you have to park in a particular area, okay? If you don't, you get towed away, okay? 两样东西你有打印出来 ，OK？ 你安排考试这个时间的话，这是这个考试这个票 ，OK？ 没有这个票，他不给你进去的 ，OK？Without this exam ticket, they won't let you in. Okay, you could bring the notice of the mailing. No good. Okay, you need the ticket. Okay, and then also the parking permit. Park in a particular place, or else you don't want your car to be towed away. Okay, so exam ticket, parking permit. Okay, and of course your photo ID. Right, 你的ID 驾照 ID. Okay, and the name on the ID, okay, should match. Okay, what you put on your application. OK， 这个名字跟你这个申请表是一样的 ，OK。如果不一样的话，他也不给你进去 ，OK。所以你如果你有英文名在 ID 上面的话，来，你 application 是你中文这个字的话，来，这个拼音的话，来都不行的 ，OK。有 match， 有一样。Okay, notification of exam result, okay, it is right there. When you finish, you walk out the door at the lobby, they will give you your results, okay? 这个不用等 ，OK， 马上给你的 ，OK， 你过不过 ，OK？ 你完成之后，来，你出去，在这个厅里面的话，来，他就会给你的了 ，OK？ 他会讲 ，OK，Do not open until you're out of the building。OK， 你不用看你这个 result until 你在外面 ，OK。但是很多人呢，他在电梯已经看了，但是他去厕所也看了 ，OK。如果你有小的薄一张纸的话，哎，你过了。如果他给你一大堆2张、3张、4张的东西，表示你没有过，他又告诉你怎么去重考试 ，OK。So you have up to 2 years from the day of application to take the test. Okay? 你有2年的时间去考试，从你申请的日期。Okay? So upon completing your examination, right, you get your test result in the lobby. They forward up. If you get 1-page result, that means you pass. If you get multiple pages, that means you fail. Because they have to tell you how to retake the exam, okay? So that's the case. Alright, and you have up to 2 years from the application date to take your exam. Okay, after that is expired, you have to reapply. Alright, active license fee. That's $245. Okay. Live scan set of fingerprints, that's about $65. Okay. And the exam fee is $60. Okay, so these are the fees that's required. Okay, for broker, it will cost more. So like 300 plus. I think it's 345, something like that. Okay. Okay, getting a broker license. There's additional stuff that you have to do. Okay. 你拿这个房产经纪 license， 这是你可以开公司的，可以自己开公司的牌照。Okay. Broker license. 18. That's a must. Same as the sales license. You have to have 2 years experience. 必须要有2年的经验。Okay. Total of 8 courses. 有8门课。Okay, you did 3 already, right? So you need 5 more. 5 more courses. And then you have to pass the test. The test is 200 questions. And you get 4 hours and a half to do. And you need 75% to pass. Okay, it's a little bit more difficult. It's the same test, okay? Same material, everything is the same, except you get 50 more questions. And you need 75 to pass instead of 70. Okay. 考试的话是200题，4个半钟头，考过有75分，差别就是多50题。Okay. 东西是一样的 ，OK， 它都多抽50题给你 ，OK， 但是你需要75% 来过，他给你4个半小时，早上跟下午的 ，OK， 分开2档。They split the 4.5 hours into morning and afternoon session. So plan to be there for the whole day, okay? Okay, other electives that you could take. Okay, practice you have already. Okay, finance you got already. Right, and practice you have. Okay, so I mean, yeah, that's practice. Principle you have. Okay, those 3, it's done already. So you could take legal, you could take appraisal, you could take escrow, you do loan brokering, okay, and maybe you do computer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. Okay, 多修5门课。Okay, add 5 more courses to your repertoire. And if you look at this thing, right, it's exactly the same. Before there was slight difference, right? This is salesperson, this is broker. But most of the emphasis is on here, okay? Practice of real estate and mandated disclosure. Okay, 怎么去操作？加上呢，要宣布什么东西，这个最重要的。Next is law, right? 法律 ，law of agency and fiduciary duty. 怎么去代表？你代表一方，代表买主，代表屋主。Okay, and then 15. Property ownership and land use control and regulations. Okay. 房产跟怎么去用上的是地 and 法律。Okay. And then property valuation and financial analysis. That's on appraisal. So you know how much the house is worth. Okay. And then contracts 协议。其他的就是转让房产，你要怎么去做贷款 ？Okay, so those are the percentages that they will test you on. Right, renewal of license, right? Every 4 years, right? 要更新你的 license, right? 每4年。$245. If you're late, $367. Per broker, $300. Okay, if you're late, $450. 更新的费用是245块 ，OK， 因为你晚了，就变为367块。broker 的话是300块，晚的话就450块。And you also need 45 hours of continuing education every 4 years. They call it CE, okay, continuing education. This is okay. Right now it's about $60. Okay, not much. 45 hours, you could do it like in a week or two. 一个礼拜2个礼拜就把它完成了 ，okay? Everything is online, okay? This is online. You read things, you take quizzes, and you take a final, right? Very simple. It's open book, okay? 这个可以看书的 ，okay? 很简单的 ，okay? Other real estate licenses, okay? They don't talk about much, okay? Prepaid rental list service license and property security license. Okay. So basically, you're giving them a list of properties and you charge them a fee. Okay. For charging the fee, you need to have this license. Okay. 你给就是房客 ，right？ 这个就是清单了 ，right？ 就是一个表 ，OK， 他可以看到，这是个服务嘛。你收钱的话 ，right？ 你就拿那个牌照 ，OK， 你不收钱的话就可以免了 ，OK。Alright, business opportunity brokerage，alright， 这是买卖生意的 ，OK， 我们这个牌照还可以买卖生意的。You could sell and buy businesses. Okay. You must have a real estate license to sell businesses to others. These are called business opportunities. BO for short. Okay. Okay. What's involved, right? Sell the business. If it has real property, sell or lease, right? 你可以买卖这个房产，还是你租的 ？Personal property, right? Equipment and fixtures, and inventory, right? 这个货跟设备。And then goodwill, right? The name, the business name, right? All the customers, etc., right? It's included in the business. Okay, business opportunity sell. You sell or lease the business, right? For the storefront, including the goodwill and existing business. Bulk sell, right? Transfer of business inventory, right? 你有货的话，你有把它买下来的 ，okay? Inventory. You have to pay tax on this. Sales tax. Supplies and equipment. Also sales tax. Okay. 你的货啊、设备啊等等来，他卖给你的话来，就有上税的 ，OK。Commercial code， 来，买卖生意的话 ，OK， 时间段 ，OK， 30天，必须要30天。You cannot say I pay you cash and I take over your business. No, you cannot do that. At least 30 days. Why? They have to announce to the world within 12 days, okay, that they are selling the business. In case any creditor come and collect what's due, right? 他又宣布出去是，我现在这个生意就卖了 ，right？ 他可能有一些债户，他有付清那些债户。Alright, California sales tax. Alright, we mentioned that before. Okay, your inventory plus your equipment. Okay， 它的货啊跟那设备啊有付这个税。Real estate law and regulations. Okay, you have two sets of law. Okay, one is California state, the other one is Department of Real Estate Regulations. 有两组法律，一个是州政府的加州州政府的房产法律，另外的话这是房产部门的法律。So the commissioner is responsible for enforcing the law. Okay, and for licensing, they could do 3 things: revoke, restrict, or suspend. Okay， 他有权利去管上这个牌照的 ，OK， 他可以暂停 suspend 你的 license， 他可以限制你的 license restrict， 比如说他不给你买卖这个 mobile home， 不给你买卖commercial， okay， or they take your license away， 取消你的 license revoked， 这个是最严重的 ，OK。If you get your license revoked, forget about, sticking with real estate. You gotta go to another state. Okay? Or you could change your industry, okay? You can deny license to an applicant if the applicant does not meet full requirement of the law. Okay, 所以他有权利去做这3样东西 ，okay? Alright, hearing for license violation. 如果你犯规的话 ，right， 他就开庭了 ，right， 看你做错什么东西，怎么解释。Respondent can appeal to the courts, right？ 他可以上诉，但是上诉的话，他要通过法庭。OK， 这3个单词 ：suspend, restrict, and revoke. You have to know. Okay, they will test you on it. Suspend is to take away the license for a period of time. 暂时停掉 ，OK. Restrict, limit the use of the license. 限制你怎么去用的 license. Revoke is take away your license. No more license. Okay. If you have a kid to support, they give you a 150-day license to do so. Okay. 如果你有养小孩的话 ，right？ 养小孩的话，他给你150天的 license， 暂时给你去赚钱 ，okay， 去养孩子。Okay, common real estate law is just very simple. You practice, okay, real estate without license, okay, or you have a license and you're not doing what you're supposed to do。很多犯规的话就是没有 license 他照样去做房产的东西。especially when your license is expired， 因为你的 license 过期的话 ，right？ You shouldn't take any commission. If you do, you're in trouble. Okay， 你这个 license 过期了，暂停，过期就是暂停了，你还收佣金的话就犯规了。OK， 很简单的道理。Okay, regulations of the commissioners. Okay, they have to enforce. Okay, they also have to enforce California law too. Okay， 还有自己部门的法律了。OK， 加上加州政府的法律。Okay, general funds. From the license, right? 80% of it is used for operation. Okay, 20%, 8% is for education, and 12% for the recovery fund. Okay， 他收你这个 license 费用 80% 都是用来营业的。OK， 8% 就是 research， 12% 就是有一批钱帮助我们的是有牌照的人。OK， 的被告等等。OK， 他可以先帮你付这个钱，但是这个钱有还的。Okay, single transaction 50,000, total 250 limit. Okay, 每个案子5万块，总共每个 agent 可以补助到25万。Okay， 他先帮你付赔偿，但是你要还他了。Okay， this you have to pay back. Alright, trade association, you have many, okay? It's voluntary, you don't have to join, but basic one you should, okay? And these are, okay? California Association of Realtor, right? CAR. Okay, that's the basic you should join, okay? 这个会你应该去 join, okay? If you're a member, you could call yourself a realtor. If you're not a member, you cannot say you're a realtor, okay? You're just an agent. Okay, and then you have the national version, which is NAR. Okay, 这个是联邦政府的，全国的 ，okay? Realtors, this is African American, right? 这是黑人，这个会。And then we have National Association of Hispanic Real Estate Professionals. Okay, NAREP. 这个是老墨了 ，OK， 这是西班牙的 ，OK。And then we have Asian Real Estate Association of America, AREA. Okay, 这是亚裔的 ，OK。And then you have other, right? Bankers Association, right? Building Owner Manager, Mortgage Banker Association, Mutual Fund Savings, okay? Prefab Mobile Home Institute, right? Real Estate Instructor and Licensing. No affiliation is necessary. It is not required. Okay, but basic one, CAR. Right, just join that. When you participate in CAR, you also NAR. Okay, you also a member. So the basic two. Okay. All right. So this ends the two chapter. Okay, 13 and 14. Okay， 今天我们在这边结束了。OK， 这是章节13跟14。OK， 下个礼拜的话，我们会讲章节15，然后补习，教你怎么去考试。Next week we're gonna have chapter 15, which is real estate math, and also have a review and teach you how to take the test. We're gonna increase your points 20 points up. OK， 会帮你增加20分上去。OK， 怎么去考试 ？OK， 考试的话，它150题嘛 ，right？OK， 你70分的话 ，right？ 很多人都说 ，OK， 我要破105。OK， 然后呢，错就错45题。OK， 不用 concentrate on the 105 ，OK， 150。Okay, focus on the 445. You could get 70% right. Okay, 105. How many can you get wrong? 45. Okay, most people focus on here. Don't focus on here. Focus on how many you could get wrong. Do not go over 45. You could get 45 wrong and you still pass the test. Okay, do not go over 45. Okay, that's the key. Okay, so next week we're going to talk about chapter 15, real estate math, and do the review and then teach you how to take the test. Okay， 所以下个礼拜呢，我们讲章子15的话，这是房地产的算术怎么去算，加上呢补习，加上教你怎么去考试。好，下个礼拜见了，好，拜拜 ，See you next week。